Being from another country is very, very hard, and finding yourself fitting in one place is very hard as well. But when you find people that you really see that they care about you, not just you having your kids there, but they care about you and your kids as well. So I had the fortune to have these lovely people in my life. I use lots of teachers that I really am thankful to them, absolutely thankful.
The element of love and care really closely related, I suppose, as well to relationships, which, you know, the more we think about it, become overarching across some of these components, is related to this idea of, you know, the value that we hold for other people in our communities. And when this value is communicated to individuals, when they feel cared for, when they feel held in mind in a kind of unconditional way, when they notice that they are in a place where they feel loved and lovable, that makes a real difference to how people feel and of course to their experience of well-being.
Well, at the school here, I'd like to describe it at two levels really. There's the experiences the children have every day that make them feel happy, and with that high level of well-being really. That's the interactions with each other, with the staff, the engaging, interesting, exciting, colourful lessons, indoors and out. All those things like the pat on the shoulder, literally and metaphorically, from the member of staff, being noticed, feeling cared about, feeling that adults are interested in them. And that I sometimes talk about as being a baseline for our well-being here.
When I'm comforted by a teacher, I feel happy and safe because I know that they've understood what I've said, and then that makes me feel happy because I know that I can be ensured by a teacher that I'll be okay.
Teachers help me by telling me that sometimes it's happened to somebody else, or telling me that it'll be okay and it'll be over soon.
She encouraged me every day to come into school and made me feel really good about myself and boosted my confidence up every day. And just seeing Miss Button with a smile on her face herself was really positive for me. Just seeing everyone with a smile on their face is really positive, and it's just really nice.
Because of the role that I do, well-being is quite a big issue because we are subject to quite a few difficult conversations sometimes with parents and also with children. And we are a large school, but I feel that we've all got a person of contact that we can go to. Our head teacher is extremely supportive, as our deputy head, and the wellbeing team in school. If we find that things are overwhelming, we can go and talk to them, and it is made a point of time at least once a month where myself and my colleague Mrs. Tinney can go and actually offload any things that we have had to deal with. So we are very well supported in this school.
My friends are really nice to me. Whenever I'm sad, they like be funny, and then I'm happy again.
Making children within school communities feel loved and feel that they are lovable is one of the most important things that we can do. There's lots of research that suggests that actually if we view children with unconditional positive regard, that no matter what behaviours they are showing us, no matter how they've arrived to us on that day, they are still held in positive regard by us, that we want to be with them, we care about them. We can move them forward to places of emotional security so much faster.
I think the best way for me to describe my role is to put it into the words of what a child said to me one day. I'd gone to collect a child from the classroom, hadn't met this child before, and took them to my nice comfy room where we go and chat. And I said, "Do you know what Mrs. Tilley's job in school is?" And they replied with, "Is it to make everybody smile?" And I said, "Kinda. That's kind of what I do in school." So I think that's why I come to school, to make, you know, children's, parents' lives that little bit better when they're really going through some tough times.
The overwhelming feeling that I get from all the members of staff is that they really truly do care. One example is my daughter's teacher. She's somebody who comes out on the playground not just to discuss issues that may have gone on in the day, but she actually just comes down to say, "Your child's had a fantastic day, And that just means so much to me as a parent and so much to my daughter, that we go home walking on air, and also sometimes she's just coming out to just have a chat and catch up and see how you're doing, which means a lot.
So there was this one time when I came into school and I just wasn't feeling great, and my friend could, since he knew me so well and I know him so well, he could just sense that I was not feeling that well really, and he came to me at snack and said, is there anything you need to talk about, or do you need any help? And I talked through with him and I felt a lot better after.
You know that they're going to be looked after. You don't have any concerns at all that they're going to be feeling uncomfortable or be made to talk about things that they don't want to. So I think more of a general feeling that I've got, rather than a specific one, is that it's a very comfortable environment for them to be in, and I know as a parent that if there are issues, they will be dealt with.
The thing that helps me feel good in school is when I feel upset, the teachers ask me what's wrong and they are always there to help me.
On the playground at lunchtime, I was running and then I tripped over someone's foot and I fell on the ground, and all of my friends were making sure I was okay, and although the pain in my head and my knees were, it was really bad, it was kind of brought down a bit from the comfort that my friends gave me, and it just made me feel really so glad to have friends that I do.
Sometimes the teachers notice if something's wrong with me. They have full awareness, and they try their best to try and make me happy.
They really value every individual within this school, both the children and the parents. So when I was pregnant, I've recently had a baby, I wasn't coming in for school runs for a while because I had somebody else that was doing that for me, but one of the staff at school rang to check that I was okay. So just knowing that they actually register you as a person and are interested in what's going on with you makes quite a big difference to me.
The special thing about how they care about me is that they give me lots of love and care. They help me whenever I need, and they help me when I'm stuck on anything that I have to do while working in classroom.
My teacher makes me happy because she hugs me, she says nice things about me. They come and hug me, they come and ask if, when I'm lonely, they come and ask me if I want to play with them, and that makes me happy and I feel like they care about me.
I think love is hard to talk about because we shy away from it in these settings. There's something about it that maybe feels woolly or that makes us think it's not as important as other components that we can talk about really, really rigorously. But we all know what it feels like to be loved, and we all know how differently we feel about ourselves when we do feel loved.
Whenever someone is sad, the teachers are really, they will notice it. I've been to a lot of schools, so I know some schools the teachers won't notice. They'll have to have a pupil say, "Oh, so and so sad." So this school is not in that. It's just they'll see if you're sad. If they say you're okay, they'll say, "Okay, you sure?" And if they know that you're not okay, they'll call you out of class and just talk to you about what's happening.
Well, I go to a choir after school, but we're also doing a performance for a rap/poem where we have actions and we we recite a poem, and I'm not comfortable with people I don't know touching me, and there's a bit where you have to put your arm around someone, and my friend stands next to me, so so I don't have to be touched by anyone else. And I've stayed fine. She's really just boosted my confidence a lot. Someone in my school who helped me was the dinner ladies. They helped me because I struggled with the noise in the hall. So the dinner ladies would greet me before I went into the hall, and if it was too noisy, they would tell everyone to quieten it down, so I wouldn't have to have the noise so badly, making my ears hurt.
It feels like you belong. It doesn't feel like some schools you can go in and it's a bit more like hello, hi, goodbye. Whereas you could come here, if you feel a bit low or anything, say to one of the teachers, if they're not that busy, or even if they are busy, they will find someone else to come and have a chat with you. Make you a cup of tea, get your biscuits, if that's what you really need, which normally it is what I need. The teachers are all polite, and if you have a problem, it doesn't matter what time of day it is, or they don't turn around and say, oh no, you have to wait till the end of school. You can come in and just ask if anyone's available to chat to. So I like that as a school as well.
Love and care is particularly important for well-being in schools, as it's what enables us to feel that the people that we are interacting with in the school actually care about our needs. It enables us to feel safe. We know that we're going to be able to go to school as a member of staff or as a child and know that those around us care about us. For parents in particular, this is important, and I come from a personal perspective here because you love your child more than anything in the world, and when you drop your child off at the school gates, you want to know that those people that are going to be looking after your child for the day are going to be caring and loving your child and looking out for their emotional needs.
Some teachers are just, in general, just really, really nice. So if someone's really nice to you, your first reaction is going to be trust them, because they're going to help you or going to stay being kind to you. So yeah.
And since being here, whatever they've said, they have done, which has been extremely helpful, rather than waiting and wondering, and then my child ends up feeling like she doesn't belong. It has been great.
I feel like people care about me in mainly primary school because, you know, I always help other people when they need help, and I always also care about them, and I want like the world to be a happy place for everyone in the world and in schools as well.